can't do man things. He's a spoiled man. To be a masculine man, you have to be quick thinking. You think on your feet. Now, if my daughter is around, because she's also the other person that drives, if she's driving home in the night, for instance, and the car spoils somewhere, or she has a tire puncture, 9 p.m. in the night, and she calls me, I will willingly enter my jalabia, wear my slippers, and go and meet her on the road there. Baby, it happens with this one. I know they come. If he can't handle that situation, why is he carrying langa between his legs? You need castration. The best he can do is call his elder brothers here, call Wanda or call Joshua and say, I'm in a fix here, help me. Who should I call? He should be able to arrange himself. I can't get up from my bed after I've covered myself with duvet to go and be rescued. What are you talking about now? There's a reason I'm saying all this. Because some of you are bringing up sons too. And some of these educational concepts from the West, they are workish in spirit. Even the educational system has been corrupted. If you follow them, you will never bring up men. You will never raise up men. That's why I say the most endangered species now in the North American continent is male man. Is male man. And do you know the result? Sharp drop in testosterone. Sharp drop, even biologically now, they are noticing within the male genes, testosterone is dropping. Because whatever you don't use, you lose. That's a law of nature anyway. Tie your arm is held in number, just tie it in a sling here and don't use it for 3 months. The day you bring it down, you won't be able to carry this tab. You have to use it again for the muscle to gain tone. Whatever you don't use, you lose. So stop expressing your masculinity. You won't even have anything to pass down to your children. You now have a son that gets married at 25 or 30 and has sex once in 2 weeks and feels it's normal. That's not normal, though. At 30, you are supposed to be hungry for that thing at least 3-4 times in a week. Yes. Yes. When I was that age, we used to do it like 3 times a day sometimes. For me, I needed to catch up. I had waited till 30 before I started, so I needed to catch up with those who had been roving since they were in their 20s. I just had this sense of catching up. I needed to catch up with lost time. Because the original age I wanted to marry was 25. So 3-4 times a day sometimes. Then every day or every other day the rest of the week. So that's what to use weekends for. That's how to bond on weekends. 1 before breakfast, 1 at brunch, 1 after lunch, and then in the night, 2. You discover you'll be happier in Sunday service. And credit to my wife, after Sunday service, I preach a good message. That's what I was saying with that day that Pastor Peter preached here. If I preach a good message and I switch off my phone after service, you should know why. No, it's not now. I don't have energy for that now. It's in my younger days I'm talking about. Praise the Lord. I said, praise the Lord. So you imagine a man gets married at 32 and 33 and he thinks it's normal. That even your wife is even the one asking you for sex. It's a low testosterone. If at 32 you are experiencing that, then what will you be experiencing at my age? It means then sex will be once in 3 months. My father had prostate surgery when he was 74 or 75. Less than 3 months after the surgery, he was back in action. It's okay. Maybe some of you don't understand why I'm so free talking about sex and marriage. That's the way I grew up. You can't take it from me. It's not pastoring that taught me that. I grew up with parents who talk freely about these things. So when I got married, my wife said she has never had that kind of conversation with her parents. They treated it as taboo. My parents didn't treat it as taboo. It was normal discussion. I could G-sex with my mother. So even as late as that, she came to Makurdi one day to see me after they had returned home from the prostate surgery. She said, your daddy has started, your Baba has started again. Oh. But you know, at my age now, my body is not like before. I should help her get lubricant. I drove her to a pharmacist, happily got lubricant for my mother, who at that time was in her mid-60s, so that my father can fire on. That is how God meant life to be.